Good afternoon, friends. Today we are going to discuss a topic: fundamental rights in Indian Constitution. It is in third part of Indian Constitution from Article 12 to 35. But due to lack of time, I'm just going to discuss the fundamental rights, Article 40 to 32. So before just going to discuss on the topic, I'm just tell you that the fundamental rights is inspired from American Constitution. They said that Bill of Rights. So commonly it is known as basic rights, but in India, in our great India, it's known as fundamental rights. So there are 7 fundamental rights before the amendment of 44th Amendment in Indian Constitution. But after the 44th Amendment, there is only 6 fundamental rights. The 7th fundamental rights, right of property, is not now applicable. Means it is applicable in Article 300, not in Article 31. Now coming to the point, the first fundamental right is Article 40, right to equality, which contains it starts from 14 to 18. So right to equality is 14 to 18 article. The first is Article 14. What is equality before law? Means every person who is it doesn't matter is a prime minister or a common man, everyone is equal in the eyes of law. Now Article 15 is prohibition of discrimination. Means no one can discriminate each another. He is black or white, he is small or rich or poor, etc., etc. Now coming to Article 16, which is equality of opportunity. So what is opportunity? It is really a good article, and we must have to discuss. We have heard the word of reservation. So what is reservation? We are fighting nowadays. We are fighting on SC, ST. They are just getting the reservation or not. General is not getting the reservation. SC, ST is just getting the reservation. So then this is Article 16, equality of opportunity. Now coming to Article 17, which is equality of untouchability. Few years ago, it is a vast area, but nowadays we are just getting ourselves with a great thinking. The people are thinking that untouchability is not good for us. It is just harming the equality, harming the fundamental rights of people. Now coming to Article 18, which is abolition of titles. You have heard that he is a king, he is a queen, he is a minister, he is a. So the government took the action. They made the constitution that there is no title will be applicable on everyone except some legal titles like doctor, engineer, or in militaries or in police. So it was our first fundamental right, right to equality. Now coming to our second fundamental right, which is right to freedom, which consists 19 to 22, Article 19 to 22. So Article 19, what is Article 19? 19 is freedom of speech. 19 is really very vast. So I'm just going to tell you some few more key points. Freedom of association, freedom of assemble peacefully, freedom to business and settle, and freedom to protest. But there is a exception. At the time of emergency, this article, means Article 19 to 22, is suspended. Is suspended by the government, by the Constitution of India. So it was Article 19 to 22. Now Article 20. What is 20? So no ex post facto, means no one can stand in the against of our government, our state government, and no double jeopardy. No double jeopardy. Double jeopardy means no person shall be liable for the single crime. No person shall be liable for twice for a single crime he have done. And also right to protection with respect of conviction. Now coming to Article 21, which is right to life. What is right to life? Right to life with dignity. Dignity means in Hindi izzat. So everyone have the right to they have to live with dignity. Now coming to the next key point of right to life is right to privacy. Everyone must have the privacy, right to livelihood. They must have shelter, education, health, etc. by the government. Now coming to Article 21A, which is amended, which is the right to education of children who is 6 to 14 years. Now the next article is Article 22, which is protection against arbitrary arrest. if anyone is arrested by the police, he have right that the police must have to stand that victim in the court within 24 hours. If he is just found liable, he is found guilty, he must have to just pay the penalty, or he have to just you know pay the charges what he is just for guilty in the court. Now lawyers must be allowed in Article 22. Coming to the third fundamental right, which is right against exploitation. We know the word, we know the meaning of exploitation. Exploitation means शोषण करना. So शोषण, so, human trafficking and forcefully laboring. If we are forcing someone to do the work which is a labor kind work, so it is our right that we can file a suit against that person. Now coming to Article 24, which is child labor. Doesn't mean that child want to do the work. If the child is below 14 years, he is not able to do any kind of work. It's a crime. It's a crime. Now coming to Article 25, which is our fourth fundamental right, 25 to 28. That is right to freedom of religion. Everyone, Article 25 says that freedom of conscience and practice and propagation of religion means every person can select and can just conscience that religion, whatever he wants to do and whatever he wants to have that religion. If he want to have a religion, it's okay. If he don't want to have a religion, it's already okay. Now coming to the Article 26, which is freedom to manage the religious affairs. If there is a religious affairs, he can manage in Article 26. Article 27 says that prohibited taxes on religious, means on every religious ground, there not will be any taxes. Article 28 said that freedom to attend religious ceremonies at educational institution. Religious ceremonies means if I talk about a school or college, there is a Saraswati Puja, so it is a religious ceremony. So everyone have the right to have the religious ceremony under Article 28. Now coming to the fifth fundamental right, which is Article 29 to 30. Now it is a cultural and educational right. So protection of interest of minorities. The statement is very clear in it. So now coming to Article 30, which is right to minorities to establish educational. Every minority means like Muslim in India, Muslim, Jews, Jain, Parsi, Sikh have their rights that they can open an institute, they can give the education about their religion. So this is Article 29 to 30. Now coming to the seventh fundamental right, which is right to property, which is excluded from the fundamental right. This is not a fundamental right, it's just a basic right, basic constitutional right. Now it is just declared all in Article 300. So you are thinking that I am not even tell you what is sixth fundamental right. The sixth fundamental right is right to constitutional remedies, which is Article 32. So if I have to just clear this article or discuss this article with you guys, so I have to make a next video or new video, because it contains 5 writs also. So I think that it is better to us and better to you also that I have just make a new video on this article, and definitely I will just clear all this topic, all the Article 32 with 5 writs, but not now, because due to lack of time, there is a foundation of time. I have to just complete the video within 5 to 10 minutes. So definitely I'll just clear everything. Definitely we will meet once again. Thanks to you. Thank you. This is Surya.